Hello and welcome back to the SRL Iracing League. Today we're here at Rockingham for race 7, I believe, on the schedule. So yeah, our second short trek of the season. I believe this counts as a short trek. I'm not entirely sure how long this is. It just kind of looks like one. But yeah, I'm going to count it as a short trek. But yeah, welcome back to the league as drivers are getting set to qualify here. About a 5-minute qualifying. Here, let me put the race logo. The Rock 150 here at Rockingham. And so, yeah, about 30 drivers, I believe, competing in this one. So, going to be a pretty big field. And it is a short track, so we might see a little bit more chaos throughout the field. But we'll just have to see and find it. We'll just have to wait and find out. So I believe about 150 laps to complete this event. This driver's still qualifying. I guess we'll go through the EOLs real quick. So I believe EOLs are Aaron Schugel, because he hasn't served his from whenever he got a penalty a few weeks ago. I know there are a few others, but the main one is Dominic Barbagallo, who is being given an EOL and a pass through for his little incident with Blaze McKinney last week at Chicagoland. So he will be making a pass through on the start of the race. There's about 2 or 3 more guys going to the back as well, but we'll just have to see. As qualifying should be close to wrapping up here, about a minute left. As it looks like only 20 drivers have set a lap. Of course, we'll show this starting grid. So about 10 seconds left in this qualifying session, and then we'll get to the starting grid. But it looks like we're going to have a new pole winner. And yes, we do. So here's the starting grid. Matthew Brower, the rookie, on the pole. Right beside him, Michael Rosero, who is making his first start, I believe, in the league. So a very interesting front row. And then you got Sam Brochu, last week's winner, starting in third. Right beside him is his teammate, Riley Marabello. Row number 3, Benjamin Walker and Alexander Schumacher. Row number 4, Barrett Pulhemus and Jonathan Jones. And then rounding out your top 10, Aaron Brown and Cody Webster. Then just outside the top 10 and 11th, Evan Allen. Right beside him, Blaze McKinney. Then it's Dominic Barbagallo, who is going to have to drop to the rear, with Xander Short in row 7. Row 8, Shane Dimitova with Jason Alexander. Row 9, Jason Rajok, my bad, with Brendan Fowler. And then rounding out your top 20, Jonathan Leisure and John Lynch. And then just a quick look at some of the other drivers back here. Luke Mahone, who got a podium last weekend, starts 21st. Elliot Drummond, who is fast most races, starts back here too. And rounding out your field, you see a few big names: Glenn Bundren and Seth Burstiaga. He doesn't count. He's actually race control. But somehow not starting last. So there's your starting lineup for today's event. Matthew Brower on the pole in that 33 machine. As well, they grid up. I'm going to turn my fan on real quick. It's hot in this room. As you see here, engines are firing up. So these drivers ready to tackle on this mile-long racetrack for 150 laps around the circuit, and they are off. I think actually Matthew Brower was one of the cars that is going to have to drop here, because I'm pretty sure he did something in the Truck Series race. Yes, he did. So he's going to be credited with the pole, but unfortunately won't be starting up there. I believe this is the second time this has happened to the pole sitter. I think it was the 3 of I forgot his name, but I'm pretty sure he had an EOL coming into the race at Kansas and had to drop to the rear. But I still got credited with the pole, so Matthew Brower will be credited with the pole. But now Sam Brochu, last week's winner, is going to start front row with Michael Rosero. So Michael Rosero making his first start in the league. Well, at least the first start on a stream. I haven't seen him in any of these races. He's got a few winners around him, though. Sam Brochu, Riley Marabello, Benjamin Walker, Barrett Polhemus. Alexander Schumacher hasn't won yet, but he's up here as well. As they're going to go 2 laps around here. Most short tracks do that. Here we go, as both drivers getting right beside the pace car, very close and personal to it. These drivers ready to tackle on this, the second short track of the season, and the first time we're here at Rockingham in the SRL Iracing League. Pretty sure we're going here in the Truck Race 2 on Wednesday. I might be able to commentate that, I'm not sure. Wednesdays are usually hit or miss for me. But the pace car lights are off. It's going to be Sam Brochu with Michael Rosero leading us away here. Space car is going to come down pit road. Here comes the field. And into the Geico restart zone. Green flags out here at Rockingham. And a quick caution. I saw a stack up there on the outside lane. Jason Alexander has found himself in the grass. Looks like another car there. That's the 62. Jonathan Leisure. Yeah, a few cars involved. There was a stack up there with the outside lane at the start. I wonder if that's what caused it. By the way, Jason Brady did not make the field. So we'll go back and take a look and see what happened. As let me find Jason Alexander again. As let me see what my button is. I think it's this one, maybe. Yep, there we go. Sorry, I'm getting used to some new button placements. So here we go, coming to the stripe. Green flag's out, and yeah, there's just a stack up on the outside lane. The 62 gets turned first by Blaze McKinney, and then Jason gets turned as well. Jason Rajock involved. Wow, somehow Luke Mahone missed that. Good job to get on the brakes from that 00. So he has a little 2-car spin. But it started up front with Alexander Schumacher, and it might have been second place of Michael Rosero. Big stack up. You'll see right here. Riley Marabell. Yeah, Riley gets very loose. It looked like it was 2 separate events. Things, actually. I'm not sure who that 62 is. Oh, it's Jonathan Jones. Yeah. He had Blaze McKinney all over him on this restart. Just a little tap. Send him around the 20 with some damage. So yeah, just a big cluster here on the restart, and drivers are going to have to watch out for that wheel spin. It's going to come into play. 99 of Jordan. He either started on pit road or had a pass through, but I saw him on pit road there. I believe this is also his first start in the league. Him and the 18 have the same paint scheme, so it's going to be fun looking around for them. But since they didn't go around a lap, Dominic Barbagallo is still going to have to serve his pass-through. So very unfortunate for him, but everyone else with an EOL able to make up some ground. Who is that car right there? Harrison Chandler. I believe another driver making his first start. I should probably pull up the leaderboard, as we're going to change some things with the leaderboard, actually. I think talks with some admins. Iracing number color. There we go. I think that's what they wanted. So now it's the their number colors, so that's cool. And this... Oh, now, look, the number font is back normal. Cool. As it still says the puncher and lawn care. Something I forgot to change. Choose that. Should just be Rock 150. There we go. So I wanted to go till green. Let's see if they can restart this time. As you see, everybody out to that outside lane. Barrett's going to choose the inside. So we'll see. Now that they know that wheel spin is a big factor here, we'll see if they can get a better restart this time around. It's going to be two teammates up front, though. There's Spinal Racing cars of Sam Brochu and Barrett Polhemus. Then Evan Allen, Benjamin Walker, Alexander Schumacher, Riley Marabello. As the pace car is back down pit road, let's see if they can get it going this time around. Green flag back in the air. Brochu with a nice jump. Sam Brochu already out to almost a half a second lead over the field as they're wrecking in the back again. It's Brendan Fowler into the inside wall hard. That's probably not going to bring out a caution, though. Looks like Jason Rajog also a bit of problems in front of him. Still going to be Brochu leading. So there's Dominic making his pit stop as the 47 with heavy damage. We'll go try to go back and see that really quick. Here they come. Out of turn 2. Oh yeah, looks like the 47 gets loose. Elliot Drumman, ooh, probably heavy damage to him too. It looks like the 6 of someone. I'm not sure who that is, but he was also in the inside wall. So now the 47 is going to have to make a pit stop, fix all of his damage. Still Brochu leading though. So we'll see Elliot Drumman, who also went into the inside wall. We'll see how his car is faring. It was the 6 of Rodney Roberts that also went down and hit the inside wall. Not as hard as the 47, but still decent contact. He's back here with Aaron Brown. Trying to pass Riley. Oh, Riley gets into him, and he spins hard into the inside wall. He goes. Still no caution. Oh, now the 33's wrecking. Oh, AJ... And that 33, heavy damage to that car, and he's going to stick it to the outside wall. He's still got the whole field coming behind him, and that car is all kinds of broken. He's going to have to be careful here. As wow, a lot of different things happening. As I will go back and see that real quick as AJ's down pit road. As Riley's here battling with Aaron Brown. And it looks like Brown comes down, Riley comes up, heavy into that inside wall. And AJ's very loose already coming out of turn 2. Oh, bit of tap there from Matthew Brower. Oh, Aaron Schugel also involved. Dominic Barbagallo. They all saved it, though. The heavy damage to that 33 as his day is most likely going to come to an end. Who knows how much stuff happened while we were just checking out those replays. Still Sam Brochu leading, though. As Riley is all the way back here now in 26th. We'll see how his damage plays out today. As it's just lap 13. A lot of different problems. A lot of people down pit road. Aaron Schugel is down. Shane Dimitova, he's also in. That number 20. But it's still Brochu out front with Benjamin Walker in second. Top three all have a win this season. Of course, Brochu won last week at Chicagoland. Walker won at the Homestead Roval. And then Barrett Polhemus won back at Vegas. And he also has the Clash win, so I guess you can count 2 for that 79. Just 1 points pain race. So we might see a battle for second heat up here. Polhemus is slowly closing in on that 93. Well, speaking of that 93, running a nice little throwback of the Skull Bandit for this throwback of a racetrack. So very nice to see that out here on the racetrack as he gets passed for second. Barrett up into second now. As it looks like things have kind of calmed down a little bit. So that's nice. As Blaze McKinney, he's found his way up here in the 5th right now. Slowly, quiet day. Matthew Brower, who got the pole, had an EOL, is up here in 6th now. His front end is squished, though. There is no point in that Honda. But he's still rocking. Up here in 6th, Evan Allen with Michael Rosero. And then Glenn Bundren, Alexander Schumacher, Elliott Drummond, which we'll check out Elliott's damage as well, as his front is a bit squished. But he's about to pass Schumacher for this top 10. Oh, John Lynch, very sideways in the back. He holds on to it, though. Gonna get passed by the 99. He was back on the lead lap, by the way. And that might be passed by Luke Mahone as well. Yes, he will. It looks like the outside lane is going to be the way to go here. So Brochu with a nice lead out front over teammate Barrett Polhemus. As we come to about to complete lap number 20. Jonathan Leger about to go a lap down in front of these leaders. As putting him a lap down, we'll have a battle between him and Dominic Barbagallo, as Dominic is already a lap down. Also stuck right here in between the 10 and 71. As the 28 is just going to let him by. And everyone else is going to go by as well. As Blaze McKinney has slowly closed in on this 18. Blaze McKinney won the other short track this season at Iowa. Of course, I wasn't there for that. And of course, I missed another first-time winner. But he's looking to go back-to-back here on these short tracks. Currently running 5th. I mean, I'd consider this track a short track. Maybe not. It's a mile long, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe it's an argument for a later time. As Blaze McKinney is about to get in a battle with Brower and Brown. As Brower just almost got into the back of him there. Actually, he did. Blaze McKinney held on to it. Yeah, we might see a big battle here for fourth. As Blaze McKinney has slowly creeped in on Aaron Brown. As Matthew Brower trying to run that outside lane. And he got a run on Blaze McKinney here. Let's see where he goes. He's going to go inside. See if he can complete that pass on the 87. I don't think he will. That 33, ooh, very loose off the corner. 33 seems to be pretty quick today. So he did get the pull. Oh, into the wall a little bit. He did get the pull. And if he didn't get that EOL, he'd probably be leading right now. As Alexander Schumacher has found his way back into the top 10, passing Evan Allen. As Elliott Drummond also on a move, trying to get around Glenn Bundren. Let's look at these cars sliding off the corner. Glenn Bundren goes. He's just going to let that 2-car by. So how about all the... I'm not sure exactly what the team name is called. All the Bundren lawn care cars. Schumacher, McKinney, and Bundren. All in the top 10 right now. So good for them. But that 37 seems to have a bit of a handful right now. It's very loose off these corners. About to be passed by Evan Allen and the 99 of Jordan. Jordan Kuntz trying to go for that top 10 now. As he just got around Evan Allen. And he might have the 37 here off the corner. And yes, he will. So Jordan Kuntz into the top 10. Like we said, pretty sure this is his first start in the league. At least first start on the broadcast. Right now running great in that top 10. As wow, Evan Allen just almost took out the 37 trying to slide job him. Luke Mahone's down pit road. Don't know if that's unscheduled. He's got a lot of damage. It is unscheduled. So I got the guy who finished second last week having a bit of issues tonight. So very unfortunate for him. Right now, it's still all Sam Brochu. Oh, whoops. It's still all Sam Brochu, who has got about a second lead over Barrett. So maybe he's found his dominating ways again. As he's got a bit more lap traffic, that's Rodney Roberts. I think Jonathan Jones. Riley Marabello also there, who's still trying to just find speed after hitting the inside wall. Lots of damage to that left front. Back here, Aaron Brown slowly dropping back. Aaron Schugel's 14 laps down. But Blaze McKinney, Matthew Brower. Oh, Brown very loose off the corner. And now Michael Rosero has gotten around that 18. As he drops back to 7th. Still only 2 cars, 1 lap down, Jonathan Leisure and Dominic Barbagallo. And then everyone else behind them many laps down or out of the race. Back here, I don't know what happened, but Glenn Bundren. Was it Bundren's? I don't know. Yeah, he did lose a few spots to Cody Webster and Xander Short. In front of him, Cody Webster very loose. I'm not sure who that 14 is. That Xander? Yes, it is. who almost got his first career win last week, but lost in a side-by-side finish with Sambrosio. And we have a caution. It is for the 20 of Shane Dimitova, who was spun in turn 2. So he gathers it back up. It looks like maybe just a one-car spin here. So we'll go back and see what happened. Oh. So here we go, entering the corner right behind Michael. And Schugel... Oh, wow, the 20 checked up a lot there. Schugel got into the back of him. That's probably a concussion right there for the 20. Try to look at it in a different angle real quick. You see, the 20 checks up a lot here. And Schugel didn't realize it. And around Shane goes as everyone's coming down pit road. Broshu's going to lead them all in. So we'll see who wins the race off pit road. Don't know what my cat's doing, but hello. How's it going? As Harrison Chandler stays out. Interesting strategy there. Don't know if he's going to come down pit road after, but we'll see from this camera angle who comes out first. And whoever hits that white line first will win it, and it's going to be Broshu with Blaze McKinney out second, Walker third, Rosero fourth, and Polhemus fifth. See the rest of the field coming out there. But Harrison Chandler, he's going to stay out, it looks like. And now he's going to come down pit road. Just didn't want to go down pit road during all of the commotion. Running a nice little scheme there for autism awareness. Also making his first start in the league. When I say they're making their first starts in the league, they've probably made a start before. It's just not on stream, because, you know, I've missed a few Truck Series streams, I've missed a few Cup Series streams, but yeah. Or I could have just completely forgotten about them. Either or. But Sambrosio is going to inherit back the race lead, as Ledger was the lucky dog. So Dominic's going to take a wave around here. Now, if any driver has DNF'd from this race, feel free to go into the infield care center and I'll give you a little interview. Might not be much, but it is honest work. As the cat is on the desk, I don't want her clicking buttons again. As the pace car lights are off, that means it's 1 to go. Sambrosio chooses the outside lane. Walker also chooses the outside lane, and then it's Michael Rosero with Barrett Polhemus on that inside lane. So Broshu has basically led from start to now. Basically has led every single lap except for maybe one, with Harrison Chandler leading under caution. So we'll see how this 25 can keep it dominant today. And he'll look to go back to back. As the pace car is coming down pit road, Broshu enters the guide car restart zone, and green flag back in the air here at Rockingham. Big stack up back here with Evan Allen and Cody Webster. They all seem to fix their issues. Barrett Polhemus going for position. Tried to there for third on Walker, but Walker keeps it. Michael Rosero, though, he gets up into second. A 34 looks to be a pretty fast today. Another driver making his first start in the league, from what I can tell. Right now, it's still all Sam Brochu who is leading us all the way here. But Michael Rosero not letting him go away this time. You see, we still have a battle back here for third. Benjamin Walker has Barrett Polhemus all over him. And now Matthew Brower might be into this as well. Here he comes underneath, but he's going to tuck back in behind Barrett. Wants that outside lane. Barrett's going to take it from him, though. Brower goes way up top. Couldn't get the run off the corner. Barrett gets a little run, and he's to the inside of Walker now. Can he make the pass work? No, he won't. This might set up a pass for Matthew Brower, though. Off the corner, where will Brower go? He looks inside. This is for fourth. As he's not going to be able to pass that 79. He slides up, tucks back in behind him. As we're having some pretty decent battles right now. And only 2 cautions so far. As Michael Rosero is not letting Brochu get away. He's been about 2/10 behind him this whole entire run. As Matthew Brower still way upstairs against that wall, almost hitting it. He might have. Back here is Xander Short with Aaron Brown. They are battling for 6th. It looks like Short is going to take it. Maybe looking for a bit of redemption here tonight. As yeah, first and second have pulled away about a second from third place of a Benjamin Walker. So it looks like Sam Brochu might have some competition tonight. As we have a caution. I'm not for sure who. It's for John Lynch in the 90. Haven't seen him in a little while, but he's got a bit of front end damage. We'll go back and take a look at what happened. Oh, I might have just pulled something up. Yes, I did. There we go. All right, it's gone. So battling with Alexander Schumacher. Turn 2 seems to be a bit of a trouble spot today. And it looks like Lynch gets a bit loose and goes around. A little bit of contact there with teammate Riley Marabello. And brings out the yellow. So it's just a quick caution here for the 90. And he must have gotten that front end damage somewhere else because he hit mostly rear end. Actually, I think he hit the front end on the initial contact there. So he's going to come down for some repairs, as I don't think anyone else will be pitting. Schumacher is actually down, and Dominic Barbagallo, who took a wave around, going to finally take some tires. He's back in the lead lap. So next week, rather interesting yet exciting event at Indianapolis. Jason Alexander, if I can find him here he is in the 10, has sponsored the event, and whoever wins, I believe, gets a big prize purse of, I'm not going to say the exact amount of money yet, but they do get a lot of money. Usually get $10 for winning a race, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I'm not going to say the amount of money, I'll say it next week at Indy, but you will be getting a big prize, some big cash, big cash money if you win next week at the Indianapolis Oval. Pretty sure it's the Oval. I'm hoping it's the Oval. So I thank you, Jason Alexander, for sponsoring that event. Of course, we'll have some his logos and stuff on the broadcast booth. I mean, why not? The man sponsoring the event, the man deserves it. So yeah, thank you, Jason Alexander, and that whole crew for sponsoring next week's event. I'm pretty sure it's next week, so let me look at the schedule. Yep, and it's just a Brickyard for 80 laps. So that's going to be fun. I think that might be the first time we go to Indianapolis in the league, too. We should be coming to the Choose Cone this time by... There you go. Broshu up high. Rosero down low. Then it's Walker, Polhemus, or Polhemus, Walker. And the two teammates there in the same scheme, the 18 and 99, lined up. Also two different manufacturers. It's Harrison Chandler coming out of pit road. I thought he DNF'd, but he did not. Only a few drivers out. Jason Brady, who didn't even start the race. Seth Burciaga, who also didn't even start the race. AJ Stravato, who DNF'd pretty early. Brendan Fowler. Those are the only two who have wrecked out. But then you have Shugel, Dimidova, who are many laps down. And these drivers are getting very close together up front here. Pace car coming down pit road. Just past 100 laps to go. And the green flag's back out here at Rockingham. Another good start for that 25. As the 93 might be able to get Rosero here for second. Yes, he will. Rosero somehow tucks in. Tried to, but Barrett got back to his outside. It's a big battle for second now between about 4 drivers. As Rosero is going to try to cut in. He's not going to be able to. Barrett Polhemus. Oh, into the wall they go. As that Michael not giving that 79 a lot of room. As, Elliott Drummond in the wall back there. They're about to go 3 wide. Here comes Matthew Brower. He backs out. That could have been huge there. He's going to come up and block Blaze McKinney. Now McKinney underneath him. Trying to. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. This is for 5th. Or 4th. Blaze McKinney now trying to pass that 33. As Barrett Polhemus has closed into the back bumper of Benjamin Walker. Looking maybe on his outside here. Can he get there? No, he cannot. As Brower has a nice run on Rosero. Oh, very loose. He's going to spin it. He saves it. And somehow misses the inside wall, but he's going to drop back a lot there. And it's basically a second EOL for this 33. Nice save coming off that corner. We'll go back and take a look at it real quick. You see, just trying to get too much up there in that gravel. Very loose after the 34 blocked him there. Luckily not coming back up into traffic. A nice save by Matthew Brower there. So going to be another setback for this 33 team, but I bet he'll be back up there towards the end. As he passes Jason Alexander. But up front, it's a lot of drivers now. Benjamin Walker there in second. Barrett Polhemus. Michael Rosero. And back here battling for 5th, Xander Short and Aaron Brown. Or actually, that's Jordan Kuntz. And that 99. But it looks like Xander Short is going to take that top 5 away. As here comes Rosero underneath Polhemus. Trying to at least. But Barrett's going to get the run off the corner. Rodney Roberts has just crashed in front of the field. No caution as he's in the inside grass. I got a button for that. Bam. Nope, that was crank it up button. That one? Nope, that was the loud to go. There we go, the Bundren lawn care moment. See, it was in the grasses. We'll go back and... Did I just click the wrong button again? gotta get used to this one. Okay, yep, middle one. All right, cool. So he goes for a little spin in the inside wall as he's still trying to get it back going. Tough race for this 6 team as he's got a lot of damage. Actually, we'll go back and take a look. We did see him in the inside wall earlier, but it looks like he's got a bit more damage. So here we go. Oh, gets very loose and overcorrects it, and that's a big impact into that wall. I'm surprised there was no caution because the leaders were right there, right behind him when he spun. Actually, I almost came back up on the racetrack in front of the leaders. But luckily, got back down into the grass. As now he's down pit road. Gonna fix some of that damage. Broshu has pulled away to about 6/10 over Walker. As Rosero. Oh, someone very loose back here. That's Jordan and Newts. Or Coots, whatever. Oh, he was very loose off the corner there. But still holding on to the 6, and that 99 looks a bit unstable. As here comes Blaze McKinney with Cody Webster right behind him. It's up here. It's still a dogfight for this 2nd spot. But they're slowly losing time to Sam Broshu. As now Xander Short might catch up to this field as well. As the caution is out for Evan Allen, who has gone around, looks like in turn on the front straightaway. So our 4th caution of the night. We'll go back and take a look at what happened. I'm surprised this was a caution and the 6 wasn't. He just goes for a little spin. I don't even think he went around. Interesting. But I can pull this up. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, I see why the caution came out now. He almost just murdered half the field there. So very interesting strategy, but I'm pretty sure we'll see everybody down pit road now. Yes, here they all come. Uh-oh. What just happened there with Walker? I'm not sure, but he was very late if he was trying to stay out there. And yeah, he was staying out. I thought he hit the barrels for a second. As you see, he's going to think about coming in. Decides not to last second. Almost destroying the barrels, but luckily his car is still fine. So we'll go to pit lane 1, see who comes out first. It looks like a few drivers stayed out. Benjamin Walker, Jordan Kuntz, Aaron Brown, Matthew Brower, and Aaron Barnickel all stay out. And it's going to be Broshu out first, Rosero out second with Paul Himis third. So 5 drivers staying out here. So it's definitely going to be interesting now. So we're actually going to start seeing some pit strategies now towards the end of this race if we go caution. Which 4 cautions at this mile very tight racetrack, or this mile long very tight racetrack, I don't think it's too bad. I wasn't here for Iowa, but apparently that was very, very bad. So I think this is looking pretty nice. So you got Benjamin Walker, who has stayed out. And if I'm not mistaken, 2 teammates behind him since they're in the same paint scheme. Oh, that's Jordan and Aaron. And then you got 2 more teammates behind them. The Honda drivers of Matthew Brower and Aaron Barnickel. And then you got the car on... the first car on 4 fresh tires. That's Sam Broshu. And everyone else behind him also came down pit road. So it should be coming to the choose code this time by. Just don't hit the middle lane. As Walker's going to choose that outside lane. Jordan also up high. Brown down low. Brower up high. Barnickel up high. That's just going to give Sambrosiu easy shot to get up here into third on those fresh tires. Tire sets are also a pretty big key, usually in league racing. So we'll just remember the 33, the 18, the 99, the 33, the 93, and the 66 all have stayed out there. Let's see, they're about on 30 lap older tires. Wow. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But it's going to be Benjamin Walker leading us, with Aaron Brown to his inside. Just be careful for wheel spin, especially on these older tires. Very big possibility. As the face cars down pit road, Benjamin Walker into the Geico restart zone, and green flag back in the air here at Rockingham on lap 69. Rocher and Rosero very loose off the corner, both to the inside. They regroup as we have a caution. And it looks like it's for Alexander Schumacher and John Lynch. A few others, Evan Allen. Looks like maybe Jonathan Leisure too, as that 50 looks a bit banged up. So a quick caution here on the restart, and yeah, very, very banged up this 50 car is. We'll go back and take a look at what happened. It actually happened with Schumacher. They were actually already wrecking. Oh my goodness. We'll go back and take a better look at that. Just caught the tail end of it. Looks like it was Glenn Bundren first though, who gets loose off the corner. And nowhere for Schumacher to go. Up into John Lynch. Shane Dimitova also a bit of damage. And I'm not sure where the 50 is. There he is right there. Right to the side. As Schumacher took some pretty big hits there. We'll go on board with John Lynch though. Wrong one. There we go. As he was the one who made first impact with that 68. It's just been not a very good race for this 90 team. Looks like Schumacher thought the 37 was going to come back up the racetrack. And when he realized he wasn't going to, tried to avoid Glenn and then spun into the field. So we'll watch this in a bit of a slow-mo. Coming out of the corner, you'll see Schumacher. There's Glenn getting loose in front of him. Schumacher thinks he's going to come back up the racetrack, so he goes low, but Glenn locks it down, stays down low, and then Schumacher turns right into the path of John Lynch, Shane Dimitova, and Jason Alexander. Around they all go, and then way later in this wreck, the 50 of Evan Allen on the brakes, locking up, but gets into the 68. So Schumacher surprisingly still in this one. Looks like all the cars who stayed out are still on the racetrack. See the 33, 99, 18, 93, and 66. Yep, they're all still out there. As coming to the one to go, single this time by Benjamin Walker back up high with Aaron Brown to his inside once again. We'll see if they can keep it clean this time around. As the base car coming back down pit road. We'll see if they can keep it clean and green for a few laps here. Green flag back in the air. It's Benjamin Walker out front. Jordan and Aaron side by side behind him. That's going to help that 93 pull away a little bit from the cars with fresher tires. Or maybe not. Aaron Brown with a huge run. Very loose down low. He might spit back up the racetrack. Here he comes right into the field. And that's going to be a big one. Oh, heavy impact for Cody Webster into the outside wall. Aaron Barnickel also involved. There's one more car in that. And just cautions breeding cautions here. But Aaron Brown back up into the field. And probably just ended a few drivers' races. We'll go back and take a look. See, he's on older tires and just gets a bit loose off the corner. And then back up into the field he goes. Right into Aaron Barnickel. Jason Rajog also involved. And Barnickel collects Cody Webster. Somehow the 10 avoids that. But Webster took a pretty big hit into the wall. If I could find Cody Webster here. So how about we go on board with the 10 of Jason Alexander, who somehow avoided this one. Just another mess of a restart. It's just these drivers coming off of turn 2. It's just been Tetris for them. Treacherous. I said Tetris. So 6 caution of the night. I might have spoke too soon about this not being as bad as Iowa. So it's still Benjamin Walker out front, with Jordan right behind him. But their tires are still pretty old. We'll go to pit stop lap. That you see 37 for both of them, 65 for the rest of the field. So they have about 30 lap older tires. How about this? The 17, Dominic Barbagallo, who had a drive-through earlier this race, has found himself up here in 7th. Well, it's going to be 8th once they all sort it out. So he's making up some ground. Elliott Drummond also up 15. But Jordan Kuntz up 28. He's the highest mover right now. Of course, on a different pit strategy from most of these drivers. Looks like Matthew Brower came down pit road for his stop. I don't really see him anywhere. But we're about to go back green. We'll see if they can keep it green this time by. It's going to be very interesting. Base car back down pit road. It's going to be Benjamin Walker leading us once again, and green flags back in the air. Just careful in turn 2. So that seems to be the trouble spot, as Xander Shore almost lost it, but he somehow held onto it. Good job from Elliott Drummond too for taking evasive action. Wow, that could have been really bad, but good job to everybody there. Xander for saving it, and everyone else from avoiding him. As they made it a lap this time. As here comes Brochu with a nice run underneath the 93, and he actually backs off a little bit there. It's back underneath Walker he goes. The 99 very loose behind him, as he's having a bit of struggle, battling with Blaze McKinney and Barrett Polhemus. Now they both look to the outside lane of him. Blaze kind of in the wall. But here's the battle for the race lead. Sam Brochu underneath Benjamin Walker. What does Michael Rosero do here? He's going to follow Brochu, maybe not. Going to stay behind him, as Brochu still stuck side by side with the 93. As Walker holding his own, and now into the wall he goes. So he's going to drop 2 positions here and fall back to 3rd. But it's going to be Sam Brochu back up front. I'm not sure how he's doing it, but Alexander Schumacher is in the top 10 after getting completely packed just a few laps ago. I'm surprised that car is still intact. Maybe he had a secret fast repair. As we just had a little battle for the lead, Michael Rosero trying to go for it here. We've seen a few first-time winners this season. Michael's trying to add his name to that list. Of course, first-time winners, Riley Marabella won back at Daytona. Benjamin Walker won at the Homestead Roval. Blaze McKinney won at Iowa. As Polhemus and Walker, they just had some contact back here. I don't think we've had any other first-time winners this season. I could be wrong, though. Of course, Sam Brochu got his first win of the season last week, but he's already won 9 other races before that. So Michael Rosero got into the wall coming off of turn 4 there last time by, so he dropped back a little bit. We're still keeping in touch with this 25. So how about we go on board with the 34 here? If I can find cockpit. Let's see if he's shifting or not. As you know, short tracks like these and these next gens, sometimes they shift, but it doesn't look like they are. As he's still all over the back bumper of Sam Brochu here, while staying in 5th gear. How about Brochu? Is he shifting? Doesn't seem like it. It looks like they're just staying in 5th gear throughout the whole run. So it's about a 4-car breakaway from the field. Brochu, Rosero, Polhemus, and McKinney. And then Jordan Kuntz back here. Him and Benjamin Walker slowly fading back on those older tires. So you see Jason Rajock trying to make the move on that 93. But Walker's going to keep it. Walker, big block on the 71 there. Rajock's just going to back out. And how about now that, wow, Barrett got a huge run off the corner. About to say we're going to crank it up, but looks like we're having a little bit of a Heated battle here. And I don't really have crank it up cameras, so we might not do crank it up. Because I would have to flip through them myself. And it won't look as good. But we do have a battle here for second that's looking pretty good. Barrett Pulhemus trying to pass the 34. And then trying to run down his teammate, Sam Brochu. We just had a bit of a lag spike there. It's Blaze McKinney. He's going to look 3 wide downstairs. Here he comes underneath the 34 and 79, and he's going to clear them both, but he's going to slide up almost into the wall, and he's going to drop back behind the 34, but he still gets in front of the 79. What a bonsai move by the 87 of Blaze McKinney. This poor Barrett Pulhemus got basically blocked there by the 87. And the 34 slipped right back by. It's now Michael Rosero trying to close back in on the back bumper of that 25. As laps are winding down pretty quickly now under this green flag run. So we'll see the different pit strategies. As it looks like you can go about 50-something laps. Let's see stint length. You see the Jordan in 5th. 55 laps so far. So it looks like everyone trying a one-stop strategy from here on out. And then Rayjock has a few pit stops. The most out of all those cars. As it looks like the top 2 have pulled away from everybody else. There's Jonathan Leger again going a lap down. So we might see a battle for this top 5. Jason Rayjock and the 99 Jordan Kuntz. Jason Rayjock's been a quiet season for that 71 team. A 2-time winner here. In the SRL Cup Series. Also a 2-time winner in the Scars Bush Series. Looking to get into the top 5 here. Trying to get around Jordan, and it looks like he will. He's got the run on the outside lane. Elliott Drummond just waiting right behind them. And he will get around the 99. Now it's Elliott's turn. It's also been a somewhat quiet season for that 2 car. He's been in a championship battle for this whole season. He might be the points leader. I'm not sure. I should probably check the points after this race. But almost got the win back at the Homestead Oval. Unfortunately made a mistake in one of the corners and spun out. Benjamin Walker went on to win that one. But Elliott could not make the pass there on Jordan. This Brochu's still holding his own. As Rosero just kind of hanging about 3/10 behind him. And we have another caution. It's for Jason Alexander into 10. And what do you know, it's off turn number 2 again. So caution just before completing 100 laps here. Go back and see what happened. There he is with Glenn Bundren. And just gets a bit loose right in front of the 37. Around he went off the nose of the 37. So just a quick caution there. Everyone should be coming down pit road for their final times. And yep, here comes everybody. So unfortunately for the 93s and 99 strategy, it's not really going to play out very well, as now everyone's going to be on even tires. But they will have an extra tire set if we have multiple cautions. I think Jason Rayjock in that 71, he might have to worry the most. He's made 4 pit stops so far. Don't know if it was for tires or not. We'll see. So here comes everyone down pit road. Oh, I think Rayjog might have missed his box a little bit there. That's definitely going to be a setback for this 25 team. Rosero is definitely going to beat him out. Maybe a few other cars. Here they come. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the 34 of Rosero, Blaze McKinney, Xander Short, then Sam Brochu. And a costly mistake by that 25, but he doesn't drop back too far. As Harrison Chandler stays out once again, will he come down pit road this time by? Doesn't look like it, so it looks like he's going to stay out this time around. When was the last time he pitted? 22 laps to go, and he's had a few pit stops there, you see. So he's going to try to stay out this time. But we'll have to see what happens with that. So you can see pit stop times. Brochu with a 14.7. It was quick. He was just too far forward in his pit box. That's what cost him. Blaze McKinney with a 21.7. It's the last stop, I believe. Actually, that could have been 2 stops ago. Yeah, that was definitely 2 stops ago. So we'll see once it updates here. Yeah, pit stop lap 66, yeah. So yeah, it'll update eventually. And we'll come back to the pit stop times and stuff. But it's going to be that 17, or that 29 out front. Yeah, this is going to be rather interesting. As it's been a pretty chaotic race, but I don't think it's been as bad as Iowa. So at least that's good. There's only about 18 cars on the lead lap, 19 of Riley's on the lead lap too. So we should be coming to the choose cone this time by Glenn Bundren making a wave around. Harrison Chandler going to choose that outside lane. See if they're going to show. Nope, they're still not going to show the times. So we'll check back in with that. Michael Rosero, he's been liking that bottom lane on these restarts. I don't know if he's ever started on that outside lane. Or he is once again going to try to pass this 29 very quickly. So we'll see what happened. Harrison Chandler. A few lap older tires, about 24 laps. So yeah, this is going to get rather interesting. He can make it from here, I believe, but it's going to be a bit slower as the pace car is down pit road. Green flag back in the air here at Rockingham. A nice restart by that 29, and Blaze McKinney is going to take advantage of it. Here comes Blaze quickly to the inside of Chandler, and he's going to pass him quickly, and he gets him in time before we have the caution, as Matthew Brower has gone around in the back here. Luckily for McKinney, we do not have scoring loops. So, because if we had scoring loops, he would not be in front of that 29. Let's go back. See what happened to the 33. Maybe another restart crash here. Yes, it was. And it was actually in front of him. Jason Rayjock here. Oh, Barrett Bulhemus. Jason Rayjock. Benjamin Walker. There's Matthew Brower getting involved. Looks like Barrett got a bad restart in front of these guys. And Brower took a pretty big hit there at the end. Let's see. Might have been Sam Brochu, actually. And poor Benjamin Walker, who's having a good run. Now tons of damage to that vehicle. So Blaze McKinney gets out front after this little quick caution. Harrison Chandler will take second, Michael Rosero third, Xander Short fourth, and Sam Brochu fifth. See if it'll show pit lane time now. No, it won't. Oh well, I guess. Xander actually had a 9.8 stop. He might have taken 2. It's one more time around before we hit the 1-to-go single. So coming to the 1-to-go single this time by just under 50 or about 45 laps to go. Blaze Wade to the inside. He wants that inside lane, almost into the grass. I heard contact with something behind them, but Harrison Chandler up high. Then it's okay. It said he crashed, but he was just stopped on the French stretch. Then it's Michael Rosero and Xander Short. So how about Xander Short up here late again with a 2-tire stop? Another pit strategy to get up here late. Let's see if he can maybe steal this one like he tried to steal last week's. But the guy who beat him is right behind him, so we'll see what happens here. So here we come, coming back to the restart. It's Blaze McKinney leading us this time by. Pace car down pit road. And we are back under green here at Rockingham. And a nice restart by Blaze McKinney. Side by side for second. Michael Rosero just trying to pass that 29 quickly here. He does. Sam Brochu now trying to do the same thing. Looks like he will. Xander Short, I don't know where he just went, but he's gone. He fell back quite a bit there. Brochu still trying to pass that 29, and now he gets in front of him. So Brochu up into third. But Blaze McKinney now has a strong lead over the rest of the field. Where did Xander Short go? He dropped back to 12th. I'm not really sure what happened to him on that restart. It's back to the lead, coming to 41 laps to go this time by. I'm going to try to commentate and look something up at the same time. Blaze McKinney out front. Michael Rosero, though, he's slowly closing in. I don't know. It's not telling me if it's a short track or not. They count Phoenix as a short track, so I'm counting this as a short track. We do have a caution. It's for Luke Mahone. So we'll go back and see what happened to him. As about a lot of laps down actually, and out of the corner. Just loses it on his own right behind Shane Dimitova. So quick caution here, and we had a few cars come down pit road. Harrison Chandler down, Xander Short, Jason Rajok, Benjamin Walker, all of them down pit road. As Glenn Bundren looks like he'll get the lucky dog. How about the 99 of Jordan Kuntz, who's back up here and on the same tire strategy as everyone else? I thought Harrison Chandler came down pit road, but I guess not. So interesting. My thing told me he came down. As you know, I haven't even mentioned it, but back here, Riley Marabello, he actually won the truck race on Wednesday at Chicagoland, so congrats to him. His first Truck Series win, of course, finished second a few times, and also has 2 Cup Series wins, so congrats to him and that whole 92 team. I completely forgot it even happened, not gonna lie. See everyone on 14 laps except for Harrison Chandler. Pit stop time. There you see Brochu with a 15.9. And everyone else in front of him hitting 14s. Or a 15.9, my bad. And then everyone else in front of him hitting 14s. Yeah, it's just a bad stop for that 25 team. Pulled too far into his pit box. And that's what happened. You see where drivers have gained the most. Jordan Kuntz up 26, Harrison Chandler up 19, Liz McKinney up 11. We might be coming to the choose cone this time by. I'm not entirely sure. And yes, we will. Blaze McKinney, though, he's going to choose the outside lane this time. Michael Rosero inside. What lane did Brochu choose? Outside. Jordan inside. Harrison Chandler outside. See another driver back here. I don't know how he's alive. Cody Webster. Him and the 68. They both were killed earlier. But right now, running it up here in the top 10. Workhorse who have gone into wrecks. That 17, the 2, the 92. All up here battling in this top 10. Or battling for this top 10. As the 08 is going to the back, maybe he hit the choose cone violation, or he's coming down pit road. But we're coming back to the restart. It's going to be Blaze McKinney with Michael Rosero. Still a lot of laps left in this thing, but they could wind down very quickly. As green flag back in the air, Blaze McKinney with a nice jump. That's going to leave Brochu and Rosero battling for that second spot. They've been probably the 2 quickest cars today. I don't know with Blaze McKinney out front now. We'll see. As Brochu clears the 34. Now Rosero looking to his outside lane. And we have another caution. It's for Luke Mahone again. In the back here. Luke Mahone, who finished 3rd last week, not having a good race tonight. Just switched over to a new team. That's why he's the 00. So here we go. And Xander Short was, for some reason, on the apron. And comes up, makes contact with the 00. Poor Jason Rajok involved. Same for Benjamin Walker, and they both just can't catch breaks now. I'm not really sure what the 14 of Xander Short was doing there. If I can find him, we'll go back and see what he was doing. Here we go on the restart. Oh, they all checked up. Oh, John Lynch shoves him way down low. Maybe he thought he was clear up, but then makes contact with the 0-0. And they all go for a spin. Poor Benjamin Walker, Jason Rejock. They were just innocent bystanders in that. Guess you can count Luke Mahone as an innocent bystander too. But now they're all down pit road taking some repairs. So now you have Sam Brochu in second. Gonna be right behind Blaze McKinney here. Okay, there we go. So 7. Gotta get that ready for the one to go single. As we should be coming to the one to go single this time by. And Blaze is going to choose the inside lane. Brochu's going to follow him. So that's going to leave the outside lane to Michael Rosero. Some interesting choices here. Sam Brochu knows second place usually doesn't get the best of restarts unless you time it absolutely perfect. So we'll just see what happens here. Blaze McKinney's pretty good at playing some mind games on these restarts. And even though we've had a lot of crashes, we still have a lot of cars in this field. About 25. Although a few of them are many laps down. Yeah, we only got about 18 cars on the lead lap. Cody Webster rounds out that field. And then Benjamin Walker is 1 lap down. And coming back to the restart, we'll be restarting with 30 laps to go. Now they can make it on fuel from here. Maybe not Harrison Chandler, but everyone else can. We'll see if anyone comes down pit road, maybe take some fresh tires. As green flag's out, Blaze McKinney with a nice jump. Michael Rosero, though, with a nice jump as well to hold on to second. But can he hold on to second for long on Sam Brochu? Side by side, let's see off the corner. Brochu with a nice run. He's going to get very loose off the corner, though. Chandler's losing it in the middle. Hard into the inside wall he goes. Is that going to bring out the caution? No, it won't. Surprisingly, only a 1-car spin. But unfortunately, those old tires have finally taken advantage of the 29. As Brochu falls back to 5th after his little spin there. As Jordan Kuntz up here now in 3rd. John Lynch with a big save off turn number 2. He falls back now. And now it's these two, Blaze McKinney, Michael Rosero, for the lead and possibly the win if they can stay green. Back here, Sam Brochu. He's quickly getting around these cars. The 99 falling back. How about Elliot Drummond? Up here into the top 5 as Matthew Brower has gone around with Evan Allen, it looks like. Oh, a big one here. Shane Demitova, Luke Mahone, Evan Allen. His car is destroyed. I'm not sure what happened back here, but it's a multiple car incident. This is going to end a few drivers' days. So it happened in front. A little bit in front. Oh, right there. There's Matthew Brower going around. There's Jason Alexander. Oh my goodness. Brower gets hit big time there. And he actually went upside down. So Brower loses it off the corner. And spins back up the racetrack, and he's going to get piled into right here. Got hit by 3 different cars mid-air. Evan Allen shoved him into Glenn Bundren, and then I think it was Luke Mahone or Shane Dimitova hits him there at the end, but upside down the 33 goes. A nasty, nasty wreck here. We're watching in slow motion that you see he goes around. Slow motion here. Comes back up the racetrack. He's going to get hit by Evan Allen first. Or he gets hit by Shane Dimitova. Then Evan Allen. Right up on the hood of Glenn Bundren. That's what sends him over. And Luke Mahone. Right into the roof. Very, very scary incident here. As we'll go on board with a few drivers, starting with Glenn Bundren. Now we head over to Luke Mahone. Benjamin Walker, who comes out unscathed. But he got a front row seat from this. Now how about we go on board with the guy who flipped over, Matthew Brower. This is going to be a wild ride. So that's going to end a few drivers' days. God, I hope he's not trying to get back out on the racetrack. We're about to go back green. As it's still going to be Blaze McKinney. And now Barrett Polhemus, he's found his way up into third. We're going to be restarting with 23 laps to go. We'll see if they can keep it green these next 23 laps. As everyone really close together. As the pace car coming down pit road, it's going to be Blaze McKinney leading us once again. And green flag's out. 23 laps to go here at Rockingham. So McKinney out to a lead now. Rosero not letting him go. Very loose off the corner though. That's going to buy him some time. That might be forcing 3 wide with Barrett and Brochu. But here comes Barrett to his outside lane. And Brochu. So they're going to get around that 34 now. Still side by side for third. How about Riley Marabella, who's found his way up here into the top 5 and trying to follow his teammates through. As now they're all trying to catch that 87 of Blaze McKinney, who's looking for his second win of the season and trying to join Riley Marabella as a 2-time winner this season. Sam Brochu and Barrett Bolimas, they're also looking for their second wins of the season. How about Alexander Schumacher up here in 6th? Cody Webster right behind him. They were both wrecked earlier. Webster very loose off the corner. He saves it. Xander Short is up here as well. I think he might have just come down pit road, so he might have fresh tires on that 14. If he can play his cards right, he can definitely get up there quickly. Speaking of fresh tires, I think that 99 also has fresh tires, and then Xander almost just made contact there. They can play their cards right. They can definitely catch the leaders. But we got 20 laps to go. Brochu is slowly closing in on this 87. There you see Webster with about 12 lap fresher tires. It's not going to show me Jordan's. Unless I add another row, but I'm not going to. Pretty sure the 14, the 08, and the 99 are all on fresher tires, though. We'll see how much they matter as we have 18 laps to go. Still, a lot can happen as there you see Rosero almost turning that 79 there. Cody Webster looking for 6th on Alexander Schumacher. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to clear that 68 off the corner. Yes, he will. Back up front, Brochu still about 2/10 behind. We know Sam Brochu's pretty aggressive. We know Blaze McKinney's pretty aggressive. Two of the most aggressive drivers in this league. Gonna be battling it out here. This is like Noah Gragson and Ty Gibbs battling it out at Pocono. Could end like that too, but we'll see. That race ended clean, by the way. We're coming to 15 laps to go this time by. There's a few cars coming out of pit road. Oh, Brochu into the wall a little bit there. But still keeping up with Blaze McKinney. He's going to send it off into the corner. Trying to get underneath that 87. But Blaze McKinney's going to have to run off the corner. As Blaze now running that outside lane. Brochu staying down low. You know Blaze McKinney's going to be hogging that outside lane. Rosero into the wall behind them. And now Blaze comes down and blocks the 25. Trying to give him a little bit of dirty air. Coming to 13 laps to go this time by. Brochu with a nice run off the corner. Will he send it low? He might. No, he won't. Now he looks low. Here comes Brochu for the race lead on Blaze McKinney. We know that 25 has been pretty quick today. But Blaze is hogging that outside lane. Oh, very loose into the corner. Blaze is trying to block this 25. As this is helping Barrett and Rosero close in. Cody Webster up to 5th. We know he's got the freshest tires out of anyone in this top 5. As Brochu with a nice run, he's going to sail it off into the corner. Once again on Blaze McKinney, but McKinney has that outside lane and that advantage. He still keeps it. 11 laps to go. Oh, Cody Webster into the wall. As Brochu had a nice run off the corner actually there. Oh, they're wrecking in front of the leaders. I don't know who that was. But I hope none of the leaders got involved. I think that was Shane Demetova. And yes, it was. That's going to bring out another caution. That could have been a disaster for everybody up front here. I'm not sure what happened here. Okay, so he just loses it on his own. And that could have been bad. That could have been really, really bad. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to say it, but that's probably going to award some type of penalty. As everyone has just come down pit road. Cody Webster's going to stay out. Jordan Coote's going to stay out. Elliott Drummond, Xander Short, John Lynch, all of them staying out. Everyone else down pit road. Strategies here with less than 10 laps to go. So we'll see who gets out first. So about 5 cars staying out. All of them looking for their first wins of the season. 4 of them looking for their first wins ever. That's going to be Blaze McKinney out first, Zambrosio second, Barrett Pulihimas third. This is going to get chaotic very, very quickly. As Blaze McKinney has just crashed coming out of pit road. Or something happened to the 87. He might have sped. He might have sped on pit road. I think he might have just let everybody by there. But this is going to be costly for this 87 team. Yes, he did. He just lets everybody by. Unfortunate circumstances for this 87. As he's going to drop all the way to the tail end of the field. A huge disaster for this 87 lates. We'll be restarting with about 6 laps to go. The top 5 all staying out with older tires. It's going to get chaotic here. We're probably going to be seeing a few cautions. We'll take a look. 24 laps for Webster, 18 laps for Coots. 43 laps for Drummond.